We mentioned the price, that we want $5.6 billion.
But we're not going for the $5 billion for the wall. We simply are not.
You know what we're arguing over? 1/10 of 1% of the federal budget.
Parts of the federal government have been shut down for weeks over President Trump's request for $5.7 billion to build a border wall. Numbers in the millions and billions sound big, especially compared to the median household income of $61,372. But how far does $5.7 billion in spending actually go, and how does it compare to other government spending? In 2017, the federal government spent $18.7 billion on NASA, $50 billion on Homeland Security, $112 billion on the Department of Education, $128 billion on the Department of Agriculture. The government spent $263 billion in interest payments on the national debt. Total federal spending was $4 trillion. If every one of the 328 million people in the U.S. split the cost of the wall evenly, each person would need to pay $17.38. If the estimated 800,000 furloughed federal workers were to split the cost of the wall, they would need $7,125. The Cato Institute calculated that the average civilian federal worker has an annual salary of $84,153. For the estimated 800,000 federal workers furloughed, 1 month of their salaries would add up to $5.6 billion. Not even enough to pay for the wall. A construction expert has told the Washington Post that $5.7 billion would only pay for 230 miles of barriers, less than a quarter of the 1,000 miles that Trump has said he wants.
Because numbers are thrown around, 1.6, 2.1, 2.5. This is national security we're talking about. We're not talking about games.